All right, live here. Kyle Hunter from HunterSportsPicks.com. It is January 6th. Going to take a quick look here at the January 6th rest of the card. Also, a couple looks here at the January 7th card. I want to just kind of look at the games live as they go a bit too. See if we can find a live bet to make here, and also we will just take a look at some of the other games that I was at least considering here for tonight. Take a look at some of the teams I think might be overrated or underrated here in the marketplace. If you have a question, jump in the comments. I'm happy to look at that game, answer whatever question you guys do have. Thanks for tuning in. You can hit subscribe there on YouTube. That certainly encourages me to do more of these. And I always want to do these more often than I get to do them, but always happy to jump on here and talk about some of the games here as we go. All right, I'm going to start sharing screen here, and we'll look at some of the numbers a bit. All right, we've got the odds screen here. Taking a look at the games to come here for tonight. Some of the underdog systems that I've set up in Bet Labs, really like Georgetown against DePaul. Can't say that I have anything I really love in that one, but I could see the reasoning behind that. I almost took Toledo and Northern Illinois over last night. It was 156. Now it's up to 161 and a half, 162. So I'm out on that one, but that was one that I leaned pretty strongly. Another one I really considered was Minnesota. Two things I liked in that one: Minnesota plus the points or under. Iowa team total under 69 and a half. I think that's a pretty strong lean for me. So that's one that was really close to making the cut. I looked at Texas A&M and Auburn a bit. Didn't take it. Let's take a look at that one real quick. I'm going to share this tab. This is a Haslametrics matchup tab. I like these quite a bit. Auburn's been really good at home, and I was a bit worried about taking A&M when they haven't played too much on the road. The other thing is A&M's big advantage usually is the quick points off the steals, the potential quick points off breakaway steals. Auburn has been really good at not giving up that. They take care of the ball really well. I'm curious to see what happens in this game. I think we learn a lot about both these teams based on how this game goes here tonight. Auburn doesn't come in with any momentum. A&M does. Love Bucky, and I think he'll do a good job with A&M. Fun to watch team, certainly. Hey, shout out. Thanks, Relentless, for following along, and hopefully can provide some value and some information that's helpful. All right. Let's look here briefly. UCF and Oklahoma State, another one. I think spot-wise, this is a good spot here for Oklahoma State. Really fast-paced game. The thing is, UCF's been really good away from home. I think this is a tricky spot for them off the win that they just came off of. Both teams, a lot of second chances. Really, really high total, but too high of a total for me to bet an over. Let's see, what was this total now? $175.5. Boy, just not a number I like to bet an over on. Don't know that I love the under either, but not a card that I love today. We'll see if I can find a live bet from the ones that are going on. That would probably be what I'd want to give for tonight. Let's share this tab here. This is Shot Quality Bets. Love their information. I definitely highly recommend them. Reach out to me if you want a link to sign up to Shot Quality Bets. Let's take a look at the live scoreboard compared to what they think the score should be based on the quality of shots. You see the one that really stands out, South Carolina 24, LSU 8. They think the score should be 14-10 LSU. Ah, man. I kind of leaned South Carolina in this one. I obviously didn't think they would go this way, but not sure that I'm really interested in getting involved in that one. Michigan kind of playing with their food a little bit against Penn State surprises me. Um, Relentless wants to know my thoughts on that one. Yeah, reach out to me on X, and I'll get you that link. Um, let's see, Michigan and Penn State. I would be interested in wanting to back Michigan, but the line was just so high that I was afraid to do so. Maybe an over as well. I see it's 12-12. They think it should be 17-13 Penn State. Obviously not watching this game, but very surprised that Michigan is not doing more. If you look at all their advantages here, if you look at the Haslametrics tab, I think this is a really good way to do a quick handicap of a game. If you don't have too much time, you want to look at all the games. Eric Haslam has done a really good job of setting this up. Michigan, near proximity, massive advantage. I mean, you would think they would score down low consistently. Second chance points, number one versus 299 allowed. The only way I could bet this is to live bet Michigan or Michigan team total over or something like that. That's the only thing I'd want to bet here. I think that Michigan would likely kick it in at some point, although we do see Penn State much better at home. Michigan not great on the road. So not one that I'm, itching to bet or anything like that. Marcus, thanks for being here. UNLV Wyoming. All right, let's take a look. What's the line, first of all? Wyoming -4, 154 or so for the total. This is not one that I looked into too much. Looks like I had the total at 153, so nothing stood out to me on that. UNLV plays quick. They're not really that efficient on offense. They get to the line a lot. That's the way they score. Wyoming fouls a ton. So, Wyoming at home, is it going to be a quick whistle or is it not? I mean, this game could be really high if the refs are calling a lot of fouls. I think this would be a game I'd want to live bet more than anything else. See how it's being officiated early. This could be a parade to the free throw line. This game could take a really long time. Nothing I really want to bet pre-game. Probably would want to take the Wyoming side if I bet anything there. So if UNLV goes on a run, you can get Wyoming live. That would be my lean in that one. All right, let's take another look at the numbers here. Shot quality, what are the scores compared to what they think they should be? There we go. Made that a little bit bigger. Hopefully everybody can see that. All right. 28-10 South Carolina, just ridiculous. Miami kind of goofing around a little bit here with Western Michigan after their big win. I don't think that's shocking. OU 66, UMass 62, much higher than shot quality thinks it should be. West Virginia 17-6 over Cincinnati. Bearcats fans are getting a little bit upset there with Wes Miller. So, I mean, I'm a Buckeyes fan. You guys know that. But I do like to root for Cincinnati as well. They've had some tough losses here of late. Florida 21-19 over Georgia. I think it should be 20-20. 16-16 Syracuse and Georgia Tech. Nothing jumping out at me right now. Louisville 24-14 lead over Duke. They think it should be 17-17. Ball State 20-14. Ball State putting up a bunch of points on Eastern Michigan. Ball State's offense is not very good. A bit surprising to me that they're scoring that much. And 22-21, Bowling Green and Kent. I mean, shot quality's expected score would make you think that's a live under. That's one I leaned the over on before the game. So I don't like going against what my initial lean was in the game to take a live bet. 30-10, South Carolina. Man, wild. 16-12, Michigan should be 21-15 according to the shot selection. All right. I'll wait that out a little bit to see if there's any others that I want to live bet, but there's nothing that really jumps out at me right away that I am excited to bet based on the live numbers. New Mexico and Colorado State. I kind of like the under in this one. I think 144 and a half is a bit too high. Had this one 141 and a half. Colorado State plays really slow. Let's bring this game up. All right. 357th in pace. New Mexico kind of average pace. We do see New Mexico has quite a few offensive advantages, especially second chances. They're a team that's taking a lot of, decent amount of threes. Colorado State's been good at defending that. Colorado State, near proximity advantage, but they are chucking threes like crazy. Sixth best in the country, 16th best defense. And if we take a quick look at Colorado State's profile here on shot quality, I want to show you something that I think is of solid value here. 157th in shot selection, 19th in shot making. I think this is a good thing to look at because Colorado State's probably gotten a little bit fortunate. They're 58th in open three rate. I would think that they probably won't keep shooting the percentage that they have on threes so far this year. And regression analysis here from shot quality shows that they think they are definitely overperforming from three. So that's one that I would consider taking an under. Let's real quick try to look at tomorrow's card. I'll just give you some quick initial thoughts. Xavier Marquette, they keep looking like they're an unlucky team that should be doing better, but hard to back team. I mean, you want to lay points with Marquette? I think George Mason Fordham, good game that I would consider. I think both those teams are better defensively. St. Louis VCU should have a ton of possessions. Do you want to take over 168 and a half? I have not run my numbers yet to see what I have for the games tomorrow for all the games, but I'd want to bet the over. It's just really high. Belmont, Northern Iowa, classic pace war. Belmont wants to run. Northern Iowa's a great under team. Might not want to bet it, but I'd want to watch that game. Drake Bradley's a fun game. Utah and Colorado. Colorado's been good at home under Boyle. 75-59 against the spread there, run at home. Arizona State, BYU should be definitely a high-scoring game, but 167 the total. Alabama, Vanderbilt. Ooh, fire game right there. Let's see. I have Miami minus 12.5 line closed, I believe 14 or 13.5. What's your thoughts on that? Thanks for tuning in. Let me see. Let's take a look at that one. Let's see what that score is compared to what the shot quality number would look like. I mean, I feel like it's a letdown spot for Miami off the win of against Akron. So I think Miami's much better. The question is, will they kick it in later in the game? If this game stays close, I could see a live bet on Miami later, but I don't know. Just not one. I know my strongest lean pregame was over the total. And if I got a decent enough live number, I think I would bet over. Good luck on the side. Maybe they kick it in later. All right, Rodney, here we go. Here's one I do like. All right, so people who have followed me know that totals are kind of my specialty. Um, Definitely my specialty, especially in college hoops, college football. Much better when it comes to totals than sides. I do like Nevada in the game against San Diego State tonight. I mean, just a really bad spot for San Diego State. Now they're well coached, good team, um, a lot of veterans on the team, so maybe they can do it anyways. But a triple overtime game that is one of the best games I've seen in a really long time. San Diego State and Boise State. Now they go to Nevada. Nevada coming off a win by a point against Fresno State. They come home, they get a chance to beat a San Diego State team that has been the top dog. I think this is really a great opportunity for Nevada. I personally bet Nevada at -1 for not too much money. This is not a client play, a premium subscription type play. Just one that I bet for something. Like I said, I don't bet as much on sides as I do on totals, but I do think that you know if Nevada's ever going to do it, this is a great chance for them. You got a San Diego State team coming in here that played a ton of minutes last time, and I mean, yeah, they have a pretty good bench, but triple overtime win against a big rival is a tough thing to bounce back from and have the same type of effort. Yeah, San Diego State used to be an under team. They're really not anymore. I mean, this is a team that's playing relatively quick and 115th in defensive efficiency or effective field goal percentage defense, 49th in defensive efficiency. Look back a couple of years ago, they were second, fourth, 11th. They've really slipped defensively. They're also playing quicker than they were. So I find myself not really wanting to bet totals on San Diego State games very much. Villanova under tomorrow. Let's see. Let's look at that one. Creighton and Nova. Yeah, I could certainly see that. 139 and a half. Creighton's tricky because they can be so efficient on offense at times, but I don't see them as a team that really likes to run. Let's take a look at Creighton. 65th on offense. Definitely not what they've been the last couple of years. They were 9th and 33rd. They've dropped off some. We've got Villanova, 29th on offense, 25th on defense, 352nd tempo. I think that total might go up a little bit. If that total goes into the low 140s, then I could be persuaded to take an under. So let's keep an eye on that one. I think under is probably the right look on that one. Shout out Panthers Alerts, who's watching here on X. All right. Let's go back to the live scoreboard here before I wrap up. Oh, I can't blame you on this one. Davidson money line tomorrow. Loyola, not a team I trust one bit. I mean, they have been absolutely burning money at home. So Davidson money line tomorrow, I support that play. I really do. All right, let's take a look at the live scores. Anything interesting going on here? Duke down 8. West Virginia with a 6-point lead. They think Cincy should be winning by 6. 35-12, South Carolina. LSU just a complete no-show in that one. Michigan up 24-17. Hmm. I wish there was something stronger I liked here. I don't want to give a play out just for the sake of giving a play. I want it to be something I think has value. So I will keep an eye on the live scores here through the night, and I'll post something if I like it live later tonight because I don't think I want to fire on anything right now. As far as tomorrow, yeah, let's go free play here on Davidson. I like the way you're thinking here. Davidson money line tomorrow against Loyola Chicago. Loyola this year. Let's see, I had this pulled up earlier. What have they been at home? Not finding it right now. Anyways, let's see. Let me sort. Two and 6 against the spread, negative 12.4 on an ATS margin basis. So they've been getting knocked hard at home. We'll take Davidson. Let's take Davidson money line. Let's ride that for tomorrow, and keep an eye on the X account, and I'll put something out there if I like it for later for a live play. As of right now, I'm gonna hold off because I don't want to bet something just to be betting something. We'll try to do some more of these. I do like Nevada later tonight too. I think it's a good spot for them. So that's a personal play of mine. The one other that I would consider is that Colorado State under 144.5. All right. Said I'd go about 20 minutes. It's been 23 minutes here. HunterSportsPicks.com is my site. You can sign up for the free picks newsletter over there. Reach out to me at Kyle Hunter Picks on X. I try to put some helpful stuff there whenever I can. And if you want to buy my players, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Certainly no pressure from me. 89-59 so far this year in college hoops. So going to keep working hard and see if can keep a good season rolling along. There's going to be ups and downs throughout the path, plenty of times. So be ready for that. Use good bankroll management. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Best of luck on all your plays. I'll try to do this again sometime soon. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel as well. Thanks, guys.